Assalamualaikum and very good evening. I am Noikwan bin Muhammad Nazir. Today, I would like to present my research paper on the Science and Technical Research Methodology course, SMRM 5203. So my research title is Occupational Safety and Health Legislation. So we go to the first slide. So it is an introduction. We have 3 points of introduction. First of all is legislation. The Occupational Health and Safety Act is the benchmark for preserving safety and health in the workplace. It is to protect employees or workers from any hazards that are presented on the job by providing everyone a safer place to work. This legislation is very important for all workplace as it sets out minimum standards for everyone on the workplace to follow. These standards from the Occupational Health and Safety Act include the explanation of the responsibilities, duties, and rights for all parties that is comprised of workers, contractors, supervisors, employers, owner, and many more. So the second is the what is purpose of this legislation. So the standard also addresses hazards by providing preventive measures and procedures to resolve or minimize them. All workplace parties have a responsibility and duties in ensuring the safety and health of everyone else of the work site. Other than that, the OSH also ensures the increase of productivity, higher quality of work, increased workforce morale, reduce employee turnover, and overall quality of life are some of the purpose of OSH. So the third one is the challenges. So according to the statement by Occupational Health Institute's collaboration with the WHO 1995, the most important challenges for occupational health is the first occupational health problem linked to new information technologies and automation. Second, new chemical substances and physical energies. Third, have hazards associated with new biotechnologies. Fourth, transfer of hazardous technology. Fifth, aging working population, occupational health and safety. Sixth, special problems of vulnerable and undeserved group, for example, chronically ill and handicapped, including migrants and the unemployed. But last but not least is the problems related to growing mobility of worker population and occurrence of new occupational disease of various origin. So we go to the next slide. It is a methodology. First point of methodology is a key issue. So we have a 3 point of key issue, which is the strengths, differences, commonalities, and limitation. So the limitation of existing occupational safety and health for the low and middle income countries were determined. The identifying and discussing required revision to strengthen the law in accordance with the best international practice. The ISO laws in the studies in the low and middle income countries appear to be using outdated, fragmented, and no-deterrent legislation. For research, ISO laws form the standard of ILO and WHO need to be studied and implemented and codified truly into the study country's national law. So, the third topic is, the third point is consequences. The impact of laws is empowering female character in the national organization need to be conducted to cater the lack of gender parity in organizations that make them less suitable for meaningful leaders position in organization as one of the efforts toward rectifying the gender shortcoming identified in OSH laws of low and middle income country. So next slide will be the conclusion. So we have 3 points in the conclusion. First is the enforcement. The OSH law within 10 studied countries will lack in certain aspects such as coverage of agriculture workers, coverage of informal sector and self-employed, the right of workers to refuse to work in unsafe work station, provision for all service funding mechanism, requirements on documentary evidence of functionality of safety committees, mandatory training of safety committees, frequency of safety, health environment community meetings and report safety and health audit, and the frequency and gender sensitivity. Nonetheless, preventive measures in OSH such as mandatory organizational or system and chemical safety emphasis are yet to be fully enforced in the law. So the second point is the inequality. OSH law miss the emphasis on setting national standard on hazards, hazard profiling, assessment, worker medical examination, audits, and provision of protective clothing. It did also not cover informal workers as there are numerous legislative obstacles exist in the law and not provide a minimum standard of claim. The law cover in this country are not gender sensitive as they deprive female workers while some titles of add more to males. So last but not least is contradiction. OSH Law Act are unclear and not defined at some point in the Act title which make structure. The law also fragmented among various government departments, which result of duplication of duties, responsibilities, role, lack of coordination, and contradiction among the laws. So that's all for me. So my research paper is to research the occupational safety and health legislation in the low middle country. Thank you.